Welcome to the homework solution tutorial. This is covering 3B. This is going to be solving by square root. The bottom part is solving by the square root. Here I'm going to be covering 4, 5, and 6. Let's take a look at number 4 here. Okay, number 4. We're trying to get this alone, so we have to get rid of this -8 first. Add 8 to both sides, giving us an x minus 2 squared is equal to 8. We see this squared here, so what we can do, let me just copy this line. What we can do here is we can actually square root both sides. Okay. Once we square root both sides, I now get an x minus 2 here, and on my right, okay, is square root 8. All right. Then, let's do this on the side. So on the side, I'm going to see if I can break this down. Square root 8, that can be broken down into 4 times 2. Square root of 4 times 2. Now we're breaking down into their individual square roots, houses, right? We know that this radical square root of 4 becomes 2, leaving you nothing happens here, so it's just 2 radical 2. So I can rewrite this. X minus 2 is equal to 2 radical 2. We can now add 2 to both sides. This gets us x is equal to 4 radical 2. Wrong. Remember, this is plus and minus. So it is that 2 plus and minus 2 radical 2. Okay? Because remember, this 2 radical 2 stays together. So this 2 radical 2 stays together. I can make that in purple to make it easier. And that 2 that's in front right here is in red. These two can't combine. Those are your two solutions. Okay, remember to make sure that you break down that value inside the radical. Okay, let's look at number 5. I'm going to divide this by -7. Divide this by -7. I don't know how to do that in my head. Well, let's do that. Let's do the long division. 4, 4, 8. Let's try 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Leaving you with a bring down 44 minus 42 is 2. Bring down the 8. This is 4. Yeah, 4 times 7 is 28. Perfect, good. So we have an n squared equals to 64. There's no shame in doing the long division. Okay, let me copy this because now we want to square root it. So we're going to square root both sides, square root both sides. Okay. This gets us an n is equal to plus and minus square root 64. Can we break out 64? Yeah, that should be plus and minus 8. Okay, your two solutions are plus 8 and the second solution is minus 8. Okay, let's look at 6. We have that -7 to worry about, so let's add 7 to both sides. This gets us 2x squared is equal to 80. That 2's in front, so divide by 2. Because remember, it's attached via multiplication, leaving us with an x squared is equal to 40. We want to make sure we square root both sides, so square root x squared. And we want to square root 40. Okay, this now gives us a x squared is equal to square root 40. But I think square root 40 can be broken down. Yeah, square root 40 can be broken down into 4 times 10. We split it into its individual radical. Square root 4 can be broken down into a 2. Nothing happens to radical 10. So this is x squared is equal to plus and minus 2 radical 10. Sorry, the square shouldn't even be here anymore. Remember, it cancels out once you take the square root. Okay, so that should be the answer. X is equal to plus and minus 2 radical 10. You can't break down 10 into any perfect square. Look, this can't be broken down. You can't break it down into anything. Okay, 2 and 5, but 2 and 5 can't be broken down. So that's why you leave it as 2 radical 10. All right, that is number 6. Okay, so I did 4, 5, and 6 for you. All right, let's see, is there, yeah.